Hey guys, today we're gonna make Grandma's wartime orange drop cookies. So your very first step is going to be to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So your step 2 is going to be to mix together your 2/3 cup of softened butter and 1 1/4 cup of honey. And I know that sounds like it's a lot of honey, but there is no excess sweetener in this recipe. So any sweetness in your cookie is coming directly from that honey. So step 3 is going to be to add in your sifted flour, baking powder, and salt. I have mine all right here, pre-sifted. So you're just going to mix that in. You're just gonna give that a gentle stir. You're not gonna wanna incorporate it fully, just enough so that the flour doesn't make a big cloud when you try to mix it. So your next step is going to be to add in your egg and your orange rind. So to zest an orange is very easy. First, you're going to want to wash your fruit because there are waxes and pesticides sometimes on the outside of fruit, unless you're buying organic. So once it's washed and dried, you just want to grab, I just have a cheese grater with the small holes, and you're going to put enough pressure that you're grating it, but you don't want to get the white part underneath of the orange peel because that's where you're getting all your bitterness from. So you just want to work your way around the orange. Be careful not to get your hand. It does get slippery as you go, so if you feel it's necessary, you can always just put some paper towel around it to help with your grip. I like to live dangerously. And you're just gonna wanna scrape all of the orange out of your grater. So now that you have your orange zested and you're about 2 tablespoons of orange zest, you're just gonna add that plop right in there. Make sure you get every last drop because there's a lot of good orange flavoring in there. And then you're going to juice half of an orange. You really just want to get in there and break up the membrane so all the juice can come out. And since I only need half, I'm going to eat the other half of the orange so it doesn't go to waste. If you're going to make a double recipe and you're going to use the whole orange, a good tip is to roll it around pretty aggressively on your counter before juicing it. It helps release a lot of extra juices. So the next step is to add orange flavoring, and I don't have any orange flavoring. However, I do have some pure lemon extract, but vanilla will work just as fine. It'll just have a little bit less of an orange flavor, but if you really want that orange flavor to come through, you can just add some extra orange zest. Just a little bit. Little goes a long way with extract. Now we're just gonna give it a nice mix, make sure everything gets evenly incorporated. Everything has some orange. Oh, you can smell the honey in it already. It smells so good. Now that you've got that all mixed together, you are just going to slap some saran wrap over the top and pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Now that you've let your dough chill for about 30 minutes in the fridge, you're just gonna take 2 teaspoons and you're gonna do exactly what the cookie says. You're gonna take them and you're gonna drop them. Once you have all of your drop cookies on your cookie sheet, you're gonna place it in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Always set your timer for the least amount because you can always cook it for longer, but you can't unburn a cookie. After 8 to 10 minutes and your cookies are done, we're going to take them out of the oven and let them cool on the cookie sheet for 5 minutes. And after the 5 minutes, we're going to transfer them over to a cooling rack to cool the rest of the way. A helpful tip, if you are doing one cookie sheet at a time, put the dough back in the fridge to chill when the cookies are in the oven baking. Now that your cookies are done, I would suggest trying them with a nice cold glass of milk. And while you're at it, you could try the cookie dunking experiment that Haley has planned in the kit this week. Cheers.
Oh, yeah, hey, yeah, hey.